They rent to prostitutes, drug addicts, the mentally ill. The owners of the old downtown Eastside hotels provide cheap rooms. Most are real estate speculators, hoping to cash in down the road. But there's a notable exception. Tonight, our Think Vancouver on the Homefront series continues with the story of Hart's Housing. Here's Stephen Quinn.
I was very, very antisocial. I didn't like people, and I didn't like being around people. I've come a long way from first time I started going to the shelter till now.
Just here for dinner, George? Okay, you're right behind this gentleman. When the line starts moving, the food will be out shortly.
If it wasn't for the shelter program and the hotel here, I probably would have been dead a long time ago.
Jim Heiberg is one of 77 people who rents a tiny room in one of the most remarkable buildings in Vancouver's notorious downtown East Side.
The quote has proved to be a boon economically.
Jim counts himself among the people lucky enough to live here. He says the building and the building's owner have given him a second chance. For the owner, Hart Molthagen, this is where it all began, at First Baptist Church in downtown Vancouver. 5 years ago, the church began a food and shelter program.
Do you live downtown?
Every Tuesday night, they open their doors to the homeless and the hungry. They serve dinner, then volunteers clear away the tables, lay down mats and bedding, and turn the gym into a bedroom where 25 people will spend the night.
So how you guys doing? Good.
Table for two.
Table for two.
Hart Molthagen began as a volunteer serving food and greeting people at the door, but he wanted to do more.
One of the volunteers there was talking to me about the problem in the downtown East Side with housing, and said to me, you know, would I be interested, because of my background in housing, to do something in buying a rooming house in the downtown East Side. And I remember going through Hastings Street and saying, I'll never do anything in this area. I could just see the criminal element there, the drugs, the prostitution. But after a period of time of encouragement and starting to look around, I moved more in the east side of Vancouver rather than the downtown east side. Looked at a couple buildings, and one day I was driving along Hastings Street and said, well, why am I not looking at this area? There must be something around. The easy way to explain it is that one building was a brothel and one building was a crack house. In December of 2000, the Vancouver Sun did 10 of the worst hotels in Vancouver, and I had 2 of those buildings. My goal was to clean it up and to remove the criminal element and try to do something there that would be providing community for the people that live in the neighborhood.
The 2 buildings were gutted and refurbished, and 6 months later they reopened as the Jubilee Rooms.
In 2000, when I bought the hotel, it was my 50th year, and so it was my Jubilee year. And so I thought that for me, this was a great symbol that I'm going to start afresh and do things differently now. And so I wanted to mark this building as something that was giving back to the community, to start fresh, to start all over, giving other people a chance.